Well, this is a part 5 for what if Naruto was Ghost for listening to it. So Naruto just got back from the village from fighting Gaara, also their friend by the way, and he's in hospital, and everyone goes to visit him, like Sasuke and Sakura and Kakashi. They'll go and visit Naruto saying, Naruto, are you okay? No, Naruto's in hospital as well, but just in a different room. So he said to Naruto saying, are you okay? And he said, yeah, hang on. Then Naruto gets up and then goes into his Ghost Rider form, because it just then goes back to normal. Then his wounds all healed up. And to make that feature, they say, you can do that. And he said, I can do a lot of things. I just haven't told you or showed you yet. Or shown you yet, they say. What else can you do? Come outside to the training grounds with me then. Then Naruto signed out the hospital and starts to go. But then Naruto's walking past when then he sees the third Hokage's funeral. He say, Kakashi, who can meet next Hokage? Well, then we're gonna ask Jiraiya, but he said no, I think. And he wanted to speak to you later, actually. As you know, forget about that. Like, Kakashi says, I don't know, Naruto. I really don't know. And then, you hit the training grounds, then he summons his Black Hawk saying, hell yeah. And then Kakashi saying, what is that? He says, my ride. Say, what's... I'm not even going to question you anymore, Naruto. Then he says, I'll show you what you can do. Naruto hops on it and it starts, the wheels going fine. It starts going... Then just starts driving around. This is like Ino, Shikamaru and Choji was walking past to see Naruto and that thing. They got to Kakashi and stuff. See, what is that? I honestly don't know, he says to them. He said, it's Naruto, but he's got some weird creature he's on. It's really weird, saying, what kind of creature makes that kind of sound? Like, all it is, so like an engine start to do celebrate stuff. And then Naruto just parks up, stops the vehicle saying, well, see, I got to admit Jiraiya. It's just said like a toad, like a small toad teleported onto. I mean, like a toad got summoned and gave this call to Kakashi. Then he called Naruto over saying, "Oh, he reads it and says, oh, I gotta go, guys." And then this is after the meeting where the council offered Jiraiya to become Hokage, but then he said no. How about Tsunade? And they say, where is Tsunade is? They say, I got contacts. I'll find her. Then she says, I'm gonna take Naruto, by the way. And they say, well, you can't take the 9,000 Jinchuriki. He says, I'm gonna take Naruto, okay? And they say, fine. And then he meets up with Jiraiya saying, kid, we got to go to, I can't remember where it is, but where there's gonna go. But I'm gonna say this part. Like, we gotta leave, go to, I can't remember it. I'm sorry, guys. We gotta go and get Tsunade. What do you mean, one of the legendary Sannin? The healer one? They say, yeah. And then Naruto summons his ride saying, hop on. Then Jiraiya says, what is that? Says, it will help us. Where do we gotta go? And Jiraiya hops on saying, where do we gotta go? And then he says, a couple miles that way. He's pointing like east. Says, okay. Naruto revs up his engine, starts driving. Like, Jiraiya says, what kind of summon is this? It says, there's something only I can do. And then they go through a portal, what Naruto made. You see, I'm not gonna say he can do that. And I'm not gonna say, like, I mean, Jiraiya knows where she is. Well, most of his contacts say where she is, so Naruto says, okay, I'm sorry. And then they go to the town where Tsunade and her friend is. Then Tsunade is in a casino talking all about crap against the fourth, and then she's wasted out of her mind. But then someone walks next to her. Then a bunch of guys like start shaking, and she says, "What's wrong?" Then she looks behind and she sees it's like an 8-pack and muscles and like a black leather jacket. Then she looks up, seeing like a flaming skull, saying, "What are you?" "Oh, I must have drank too much." And then she says, "Hey guys, you see this thing?" And say, "Yeah." Then Jiraiya walks in. "Hello, Tsunade." Say, "Jiraiya." And then Naruto said, "You shouldn't be disrespectful about the dead." And then say, "Huh? The fourth?" "Yeah, my father," he says out loud, saying, "You're the son of the fourth Hokage? He died." Then Jiraiya says, "No, he is. He doesn't even look like he's a flaming skull." Naruto turns back to normal. "Uh-huh, I'm a flaming skull, aren't I?" He said, "What?" Then when you go to the village and see, and they do that bet, say, like, they'll go outside. Like Naruto's like saying, "You shouldn't talk about the fourth like that." They say, "Oh yeah, what are you gonna do?" They say, "I'm gonna fight you to stop you." Talking like crap. Then they go outside to fight. And then Jiraiya's like, and so, but the person holding the pig says, "Should we stop them?" Then Jiraiya says, "You'll see. You'll see." And then Naruto transforms to his Gojo other form, saying, "Bring on beautiful." He says, Tsunade says, "What a flatterer. Too bad I won't save you." And she goes really fast, about to punch him, but Naruto just tanked the blow. It's like in the ground, like a bunch of his bunch of dust formed because of the punch's pressure and him moving back a couple feet. Not moving at all, but like she's pushing him like through the dirt. Where his feet. He's like, "Huh? No scratch." And then Naruto says, "Let me try." He punches her right in the gut. She goes flying up, but she recovers, saying, "Man, you're one hell of an opponent. I guess I shouldn't be using one hand. May I use a fist?" And Naruto says, "Use anything you want. It won't save you." Then she says, "Gladly." Then she goes at full speed, coming up behind Naruto. And then Naruto was about to get hit, but then he ducks. Then he grabs her leg with his chain, starts like swinging her around in the sky, and starts smacking her around. But then she got really close up to Naruto and used all of her strength and winded him and turned him back to normal. But like he gets up, saying, "It's one hell of a punch. I can do better." He turns back to his Ghost Rider form again. And then Zerthos takes control. He let Zerthos take control, and all his flames start going blue. And then he says, "So beautiful. Let's rumble." And then when she's about to punch him, yeah, about to punch him like down because he's sliding on the concrete, yeah, he goes under. And then he goes around, gets his chains, and ties them up together. And then Zerthos puts his arms around her, saying, and she says, "Let me go." And say, "No way." And then he just lights his whole body on fire, saying, "Ah!" It's obviously a genjutsu that he just made, but then she's actually like, then she says it's a genjutsu. She just gasps when she sees herself chained up and like saying, "You're gonna go on fire if you don't surrender." And says, "Fine, surrender." And then she gives him the first amulet that holds the 9 tails. And then let's skip to the morning where Orochimaru goes to find Tsunade and like offers her brother back if she gets his arms working again. And then she's about to do it, but then Jiraiya says stop. But then it's a massive fight scene. Pretty much, Orochimaru. I think Kabuto, that's what his name is. He summons the massive snake. Then Jiraiya summons the toad, and Tsunade summons summons the slug. And then Naruto's on the ground versus the 4-eye guy with glasses, and they say, "You've got a unique ability. Maybe I should use your head I'm gonna use your head as a podium." Like a trophy. It's a trophy. They say, "If you get it off, you can." And then he tries to hit Naruto, but when he puts his hand on him, he just goes on fire, but then Naruto grabs his hand, starts to break it. He starts screaming, but then Naruto lets go. Then he goes and then he starts walking like his whole arm engulfed in blue flames and suddenly stop. Then he heals himself, but he's still got a bunch of burn marks. And hell, not even my chocolate can heal this. What the fuck are you? He says out loud. And he says, Naruto, the cliche move. He says, your life is done. He just says that, like he doesn't even answer him correctly. And then he pretty much like blitzes in front of him and just puts his hand over his neck and starts to suffocate him so he can't breathe. That's pretty much what he did. This is the end of episode 6. Peace.